Hey, Cub fans. Thanks for joining us here on Randy Talks Cubs. Cubs lost the opening game of the series to the Brewers today. Final is 5-1. We wasted a really dominating effort from Justin Steele, and I'll give you the details on that. The Justin Steele outing is the only highlight of today's game. That's the only thing that positive that we can take from it. And I guess what it makes me think is Justin Steele goes 7 innings and was dominant, didn't give up much, and we still can't win that game. And I don't know how we're going to win one now. I really don't. I'm going to go through it, but I don't see this team winning a game in this series at this point. We got a lights out dominating performance from Justin Steele today, and we're coming away with a 5-1 loss, dropping our record to an even 27-27. Now 4.5 games behind the Brewers. Only had 5 hits, walked once, struck out 11 times, and we had a big error in the 8th. Mark Leiter Jr. Needed some help, didn't get it, and I'll walk through all of that. But let's just go ahead and do the lineups. There's going to be some changes, I'm pretty sure at this point, based on something that happened specifically. But let's go the lineups. Nico started at second base. Seiya was in right field. Belly was in center, hitting third. Slumping Christopher Morel, DHing, hitting fourth. Patrick Wisdom at first base, hitting fifth. Dansby at shortstop, hitting sixth. Happ in left field, hitting seventh. As Counsell has been doing, he's been playing Nick Madrigal at third base on Justin Steele starts. He did the same. Nick was hitting eighth. And Miguel Amaya got the start behind the plate, hitting ninth. The run we got in the ninth, Seiya led off with a walk. Belly hit a nice ringing single, left center field gap. So we got first and third, nobody out. Morel strikes out looking. Wizzy sacrifice fly to center field, scoring Seiya. And then Dansby flies out to the left fielder to end it. So that's the only run. The only other time where we had an opportunity was in the 7th inning. Seiya led off with a single. Belly followed him with a single. So we've got 2 on, nobody out with 4, 5, and 6 coming. And at this point in the game, it's tied 0-0, no score. So no score, top of the 7th. We got 2 on, no outs, 4, 5, 6 coming. Morel strikes out. Wizzy pops out to the second baseman, and Dansby gets caught looking to end the inning. And that was it. The 1 run in the 9th and the missed opportunity in the 7th came back to get us. So Robert Gasser, here's the thing. Justin Steele did what you hoped he would. He looked like an ace. He looked like a former All-Star. He looked like the veteran that he is. He was really good today. And our lineup made their 24-year-old rookie, lefty, with 4 big league starts under his belt, look like Justin Steele. Gasser went 6 innings plus, gave up 3 hits, and 2 of those hits were in that 7th inning off Seiya and Belly when they pulled him. And, I'm like, well, I had really never heard of Robert Gasser before today. He's one of 4 players that the Brewers got in the trade with the Padres for Josh Hader. And he looked like an all-star against us. I never heard of him. I knew he was a piece that they got for Hader, and all of a sudden he dominates us for basically 6 innings. So that's pretty disappointing. Nico goes 1 for 4 today with a strikeout. Seiya goes 1 for 3 with a walk, run scored. Bellinger went 2 for 4, got a couple of singles, 1 in the 7th and 1 in the 9th. And Christopher Morel, guys, it's a slump of magnificent proportions at this point. He struck out 3 times today, And all along this slump, they've been talking about how his quality at bats in terms of making solid contact have been better than what his results have been showing. And I agree with that. I mean, statistically, it's true, but looking back on it, that's the eye test tells me that too. He was hitting the ball hard, but he's not doing that now as well. His last 13 games, he's hitting under 100. His average has dropped down to 198, and it's been a while since he's done anything. And I don't know. Morel's in trouble. He's lost. So 0 for 4 today, 3 strikeouts in key spots, and we're just not getting anything out of him. Patrick Wisdom went 0 for 3, had that sac fly in the ninth to score Seiya. Dansby, 0 for 4 today, 2 strikeouts in situations. He struck out in the 7th with a couple guys on. He's down to hitting .213. And he had a play at short today that he should have made. They gave the guy a hit, but it was a hard hit line drive. Dansby was on it. Tried to backhand the short hop, not really a short hop, more of an in between hop. He got his glove on it, but just couldn't hold it. And I watched and I go, Dansby, when he's right, makes that play. So Dansby's scuffling, and I don't know. 0 for 4 today, hitting .213. Ian Happ, after the 2 home runs yesterday, comes out with a 0 for 3 today. He's hitting .220. Nick Madrigal, I'm going to try. I'm going to wait. I'm going to go off on that here in a second, but I'm going to go off on the defensive portion. Offensively, he goes 0 for 3 today. Hitting the ball 58 miles an hour off the bat, the opposite way. He's got pictures of somebody doing something. Does Nick Madrigal? I don't know. I'm at a complete and total loss. Who sees something in that? So, 0 for 3 today. Amaya goes 1 for 3. Amaya, maybe a piece of good news. Miguel Amaya did hit a line drive today for a single up the middle, 103 miles per hour. It stunned me. Struck out in the 3rd, struck out in the 6th, and then barrels one up in the 8th for a hit. So I don't know if that's enough to kickstart him or not, but he's hitting 181. So, guys, those are the unfortunate offensive totals. I don't remember seeing us being in this much of a slump across the board. Everybody is lost, and I don't know where the next runs are going to come from. So let's go ahead and talk about Justin Steele. His totals are 7 innings, 3 hits, 1 walk, 8 Ks, 93 pitches, dropped his ERA to 4.45, came in at 5.68. And it was just classic vintage Justin Steele. That cut run 4-seamer was working, slider, sinker. He threw in 1 or 2 curves, 1 or 2 changes. But he was just hard to hit today. First inning, he strikes out 3 to get out of it, gave up 1 hit, 14 pitches. Second inning, he hits a guy and strikes out 2 in 15 pitches. In the third inning, he walks Terang and then gives up a single to Contreras. That's the one that Dansby should have made. So Contreras infield single off of Dansby's glove. So we're first and second, nobody out, and Steele picks off Terang at second, helped him get out of that inning. He 1 strikeout in the 4th inning, 7 pitches, 2 strikeouts in the 5th, 1-2-3, 1-2-3 in the 6th. And in the 7th, he gives up 1 hit, and Happ helps him out with a nice diving catch on a blooper hit by Bowers to get out of the 7th. So Justin Steele comes out, only throws 93 pitches, goes 7 strong, and looked exactly like you hoped he would. And I guess that bodes well. If you've got Steele, functioning and pitching like an ace, he looked like an ace today. That should be helpful. But if we're not going to give anybody any run support, I don't know how it matters. I was wrong about Mark Leiter Jr. the blow up that he had in that 4-run inning in St. Louis, I said he'll be fine. He's coming back. And he was not fine, or maybe he was. Let me walk you through it. 8th inning, Mark Leiter comes in, fresh, clean inning, no score. We had just left runners on in the inning before, and so it was pretty tight. We needed to get out of this 8th inning. So Mark comes in, he walks Frelick. No, back up. Frelick singles, he walks Terang. So first and second, nobody out. 8th inning, no score. Contreras hits a two-hopper, sharp two-hopper to Madrigal. Taylor made 5-4-3 double play. Book it. It was right at him. He comes up on it. It goes under his glove, hits off his shin, and ricochets out into short left field. E5, run scored. And that's where it went. After that, Mark struck out Yelich, and then he was pulled for Wesneski. So Mark Jr. in the 8th, his total line, pitches a 3rd inning, 1 hit, gives up 3 runs because of what happened next. 2 of them earned, walked 1, 1 strikeout. Mark Leiter Jr.'s ERA is now 3.43. 3 days ago, when he came into that game at St. Louis, he was 0.9, and now he's at 3.43. So Wesneski comes in the 8th. He inherits runners on 1st and 3rd with 1 out, facing Willy Adames. Well, Willy Adames just hits a 3-run home run off of Hayden. 3-run homer. Ouch. Gets Sanchez to fly out to Happ, gets Ortiz walks, and Churio doubles to score Ortiz. So Wesneski, 2/3 of an inning, 2 hits, 2 runs, 1 earned, 1 walk, and the home run. Hayden's ERA is at 2.56. So I guess my point would be Mark Leiter Jr. comes in that 8th inning and gives up the hit, then he walks the guy, so he wasn't there. And the Contreras ball that Madrigal booted that should have been a double play wasn't, and then from that point, that was it. So that error opened the floodgates. And I swear to you, that's what Madrigal's supposed to. If Madrigal's going to make an error in the 8th inning and open up the floodgates, okay, what? He's not fast. He doesn't hit the ball hard. He hits grounders the opposite way. I'm just telling you, I don't get it, and I don't get it to a point now where I'm confused. Who likes that? Who sees that and goes, yeah, we're not gonna win with that guy. Just like we weren't gonna win with Darwin Barney. You know, they're cute and all. They're cute little kids. They're the kind of guy you go, yeah, he's kind of cute, little scrapper, right? But Nick Madrigal's not going to be on a team that's going to win championships. He's not scary. He doesn't do anything. He's not a menace on the base pass. He has no pop. He's got less than no pop. And glove wise, he's just very average, very mediocre. I don't get it. Next thing is, meanwhile, Luis Vasquez has been on the bench for a week. Why'd they call him up if they're just going to keep doing what they're doing with Madrigal? So when that ball hit Madrigal's shin and went ricocheting off into left center, I'm thinking I wonder if Vasquez turns that double play. I think maybe he does. I don't know. What do I know? I don't know anything. I know what I see, though. I'm tired of watching Nick Madrigal play. Next time I see Nick Madrigal in the lineup, I don't think I'm going to watch. I think I'm going to turn it off. I'm going to boycott. I'm done. I don't get it. I haven't gotten it for a long time. Today was the last straw for me. Here's some good news, though. PCA, I talked about him a couple days ago, how he had that one at bat. And if you haven't seen that at bat, you need to go check it out. The at bat where who was it? Willie Peralta threw behind him twice, and then he hits that 400-foot home run. Well, PCA was named the International League Player of the Week this week. He hits .444 with 7 extra base hits, scores 10 runs, OPS 1.426. You think he's coming back? with this utter nonsense that we're watching offensively? If they don't, I'm back to I don't know. I don't know. We talked about hard decisions going to have to be made. Hard decisions are going to have to be made. But, the problem that I see is a lot of our problems are the guys that are on big-time contracts. Guys I'd like to send down. I'd like to send Dansby down to Iowa. I'd like to send Happ. I'd like to send Morrell might need to go to Iowa. I'd like to send some guys to Iowa and bring some of the guys up. If I'm going to lose, maybe I want to lose with PCA. Maybe I want to lose with Brendan Davis. Maybe watch Vasquez play a little bit, right? If we're going to lose, we can't do any worse. Maybe go blue chip talent youth and see what happens for a while. They'll probably be at least entertaining. I don't know what this crew's doing for us. It's tough. It's going to get tougher tomorrow. Ben Brown's got his work cut out. We got Freddie Peralta, and traditionally Freddie lights us up pretty good. Well, this particular lineup that we have today, he's probably not going to have any trouble with it. So we got Freddie Peralta tomorrow. That's a looks like 6:40 first pitch, and the wheels on the wagon are wobbling hard. So I don't know. We'll have to see what happens, but I'll be there. I'll change my mind. Probably if he puts Madrigal in, leading him off. Let's just hit Madrigal third. Play him at shortstop, hit him third. I'll still watch because I got to tell you guys about it. What am I going to do? All right, I feel better. I vented a little bit, so I feel better. All right, let's see what happens. Get it straightened out. Thanks for joining us here on the RTC. Go Cubs Go.